What is up, my brothers and sisters? I wanted to talk about something, and well, it's not showing me here for some reason. Average train derailments per year, average number of train. Well, it's not showing me anymore, but it's actually more shocking than you think. If there's 3 derailments a day, thousands of derailments a year, then it should be no surprise this actual information as what you're seeing in the news today. There isn't an uptick in train derailments. No, my friends. And I've been saying this for some time. It's actually average. It happens all the time. Whatever happened in Ohio, yeah, that happens all the time everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just that now you have the internet, and it's also information that like nobody ever thought of. Like you never cared about trains. You don't care about trains. You don't pay attention to the train news. You don't have a conductor hat and a whistle. You're not waiting for the next train to come down the train tracks. Oh, look, another train. It's like, we've been waiting for it. You know that when I was a kid and I was buying, because my grandparents lived literally like a house away from the train tracks. So like I would always watch the train, and how do you say, there was like one time where, right there, let's look at some pictures. Whoa, look at that. Those train tracks look like an S. You know, you got to think, when did they build those? When did they build those? What, like 100 years ago? You know, the manpower and the money it takes to keep these things. Land does shift. Things do go bad. Stuff gets broken. All kinds of stuff. And how do you say? I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, there's just not enough manpower and money to keep these things going. You know what I mean? So you're having to compensate. See that man right there on the left? What about warehouse fires? Let's see. Average warehouse fires. You'd actually be surprised how often this happens as well. I mean, it happens quite a bit. There we go. U.S. fire departments responded to an average of 1,450 structure fires in the warehouse properties per year. These fires cause an annual average of $283 million in direct property damage, 2 civilian deaths, and 16 civilian injuries. Just in 1 year. Excluding refrigerated and cold storage. So there's actually more than that number right there. How often do warehouse fires occur? Wow, that is a lot. So 18,000 cows times, give or take, let's say 500 warehouses. It's actually quite a bit. You'd be surprised, my brothers and sisters. What about, everybody keeps crying about all this weather, climate change, and, all this weather that's happening, right? Well, you'd be surprised about that too, because we are under another geostorm. Aurora Borealis, right there. There it is. Aurora Borealis to return in Utah tonight, maybe. That was 2 days ago. What, does it be like the third time? Yeah. How often does that happen? Well, I think the truth is coming to light. What is that saying? There's nothing new under the sun, as God would say. You know why? Because I think people give man way too much credit. It never was 5G. It never was HARP. It never was chemtrails. No, my brothers and sisters. It was God. And you know what? People give man way too much credit. And I think God's kind of pissed about that. And you're going to find out pretty quick. that it was never man, and you will fall to your knees.